Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for my returning subscribers. I love you guys very much. I'm gonna jump right into this video. As you can see from the title of this video, I was using the Aztec Clay Healing Mask along with the Aztec Indian Clay Healing Mask along with apple cider vinegar to use like as a detoxifying mask to clear up my hyperpigmentation, help with eczema, any scarring that I do have on my face. I saw a lot of reviews on YouTube, so I was like, why not? Let me try it. So this video, actually these first two clips are from my last video of accepting hirsutism. This was just like my day one. I'm kind of describing right here, like as it's drying, it's like a heartbeat on my face. Like it literally was pulsing, which I guess is just kind of showing the activation of the Indian clay mask along with apple cider vinegar mixed together, kind of detoxifying your face, and you kind of feel it like a heartbeat. But right here, just kind of showing you guys again that it was squeaky clean. I was really so excited about it. I think this part right here until like maybe the next clip is when all things went downhill for day one. That was the Urban RX night oil. The next clip is using the Aveeno night cream. And then I went through the caffeine solution for under my eyes. That is when I started freaking out because I'm like, oh my God, I feel a tingling. But you know how like my face is pulsing? I'm like, okay, that's a good thing. Under my eyes, should it be tingling and burning? I've had that so much with, you know, all the things that I've used that I thought it was a good, positive heartbeat feeling. Okay, this is a good burn. And like in a few seconds, you'll kind of see, yeah. That's when I was like, wait, is it showing that it's burning? I was trying to remain calm on camera. So this is day 3. I'm a little nervous to keep going because I heard another YouTuber use the word pulsing. Like when it dried, it's almost like it was pulling my eyes like down like this. So like I just drowned my face in some olive oil because almost anything else I put on afterwards kind of makes it tingle and burn. So that's why I'm kind of red right here. So I've been putting on olive oil. I should probably use some aloe vera gel to calm my skin down because it's like really tingly. But I don't think I should probably be doing this every day. I was gonna do it once a week, but I was like, oh, let me see, you know, if I can do it for 7 days. This is day 3. And I feel like my skin's clear. It looks like it, but I'm just kind of like breaking out red. I don't know if you can really see. Red right in here. So I'm not sure what that means. But I'm gonna try to use aloe vera gel to calm it down. I just put on some aloe vera gel. Since I wiped off the olive oil, you can kind of see more clearly how red it is right here. And I don't know if because like I was removing a pimple with an ingrown right there, but it's like right in here, and it's still tingling a little bit, but not as much as it was when I tried to use the ordinary products. I felt like my face is on fire. Like I wanted to jump in my bathtub head first. Like my face was on fire when I was trying to put any of my other products on. So I was like, let me start from the basics and just splash some oil on it. Because some YouTubers I was watching, they use, I don't put the word down here because I don't want to mess it up. They use some oils to, you know, afterwards. But yeah, I don't like this tingling. And if it starts to, you know, display a patch, I'm kicking this to the curb. So the struggle is real. All right, this is day 4. I think I'm getting sick, and it sucks because every year, like the past 2 years, I've gotten sick around my birthday. But it's not COVID, but it's just like stuffy nose. But you know, just woke up from a nap, so I slept my makeup on. Ew, I know, but
You don't feel good. You really don't care about nothing. About to do the mask. So where like my face was like burning and turning red, right now it's like a scratch, but it doesn't hurt at all. I was actually enjoying the mask. I think I'm gonna do it again. No, I probably shouldn't have. And I probably shouldn't based on how my face was reacting, but I just want to see because I'm trying to figure out, you know, what did I do that kind of made it react that way. I have stopped using the ordinary products after I do this. I've only used them in the morning. So right now I'm about to get in the shower, wash my face, put on this mask, and then I just use oils, like natural oils. Like I have some olive oil, the jojoba oil, and just trying to see if maybe that's okay, because I'm enjoying it. Like it makes my face feel very clean, very light, and even though it makes it feel dirt dry, but I just want to keep going, and I'm only doing it one more day, so I want to show you guys that day 4. I mean, it's not like, you know, I'm about to excuse me, not have my dark spots, because of course that's where the hair grows. So yeah, so let's try day number 4. That spot still popped up. I just washed the clay off of my face, so I'm going to try the rose water as like, I'm really scared to be honest with you. Let me see how my face reacts. Okay. I only did a little bit, like you can't even tell. So let me see if I do small amounts. Just rub it in. I'm really scared to go over that spot. Like this morning when I was doing my skincare routine for the morning, I actually went over that spot. Yeah, I'm not even gonna dig over it because I think it's still irritated. So I started using this Retina Glow Gentle Resurfing Night Oil last week, and it's for exfoliating, smoothing the rough textures of your skin. And I really liked it. But it has vitamin E. There's a salicylic acid. Anything with acid, I'm just not doing. So I like it. It's very hydrating. I'm gonna try a little bit. See what happens, because that spot is kind of affecting my whole face. Let me see how. Okay, we're good. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm just not gonna go over it. Just get as close as I can to hydrating the rest of it. Okay, so I did pretty good. And then it's just gonna sort of have to heal on its own. And then I'm gonna just use this moisturizer, the Vino. I need to get some more because there's barely anything in here. Just go here. There we go. Okay. We're doing pretty good. All right. And hopefully tonight will be excellent. There we go. What do you sound bad? because it was the caffeine solution that I put for under eye puffiness, and look what I did under my eye. All right, okay, day 4. Well, we're getting back. We're getting back to a good nighttime routine. Okay, so excuse the hat and the hair. My hair is deep conditioning, and this is day 7. I didn't record yesterday. I apologize, but I did kind of want to be consistent. So technically, it's like I've been doing this for 6 days, not 7. Even though this is the 7th day in a row. So long story short, doing this for 7 days, I've kind of felt that this is my target area. Like, I really didn't need to focus on this part of my face. Like, I just didn't. But I stood it under my neck. I'm actually loving the results. And I'll go into detail without this mask on about what happened on day 2, 3, and 4 with that spot on my face. But this has now been on here for maybe 10 minutes. And I put actually more water than I did apple cider vinegar. So it's like not as a hard, like drying out my face, because I just feel like when I wash it off, it like bone dry. But when I add less apple cider vinegar and more water to it, it's like, I don't know, it's almost like it's just like me using the clay instead of like apple cider vinegar that just makes it just bone dry. The clay gets more time to activate. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but day 7, what the mask looks like. Alright guys, as you can tell, it's feeling much better. This is technically day 8, but because I skipped a day of recording, I was like, I have to let them know what the end results are. So just kind of go in details what I use, just like a plastic cup. I don't know why I used a fork, but because it does get so chunky, I just felt like a fork just kind of made more sense while you're stirring it. And it is a very, very powdery, dry, looking like ashes clay mask before you add apple cider vinegar or water to it. I didn't have any measurements for you guys. I do apologize. There I am, just of course drinking my spearmint tea. So happy to have it back. Amazon was tripping having it 2 days late. OMG, I thought I was gonna die without it. This is how I applied the mask every day. I was trying to do the fork thing, but I was like, it's just not working. So I use my hands. I was a little nervous to use my hands, but I've seen other people use their hands and fingers and nothing happened. I mean, it's just like literally like a clay. It's like paint. It doesn't stain your hands or nothing, but it does harden after it dries. So I was like, well, let me just show them that I do get down in the dirty and use my fingers to apply it to my face. It does to me going much quicker after you stir it up for a little bit longer. There are many, many benefits for this Aztec Indian Healing Clay mask that I will link down the description box below. For me, I wanted something that was detoxifying as I'm trying my best. We're coming into the winter months, end of the year, just trying to do things that really target making my skin healthier, clearer, and just, all the things that I can do to improve my skin and kind of show you guys my journey, as the Hirsutism journey is a struggle. But one thing, for 7 days with putting on this mask, I didn't pluck or wax my face for 7 days. I just didn't feel like it because in the video you guys saw I was sick. So I didn't really feel like plucking or nothing like that. And thank God for these masks. We still have to wear these everywhere we go. So I'm like, okay, good. I got me a confident little mask that does go cover up my sideburns up pretty high. So
I felt like when I removed this clay, it didn't make my hair like dry. I feel like it made my facial hair moisturize. I know that's kind of funny to say, but realistically, like I really did. Like for 7 days, that is one thing I noticed. Like my facial hair didn't. My bad. I was saying for 7 days, like my facial hair just felt soft. Like to just touch the sides of my face, it was just a good feeling. And if you know the hirsutism struggle, you know when you don't want to touch your face, it's rough. So this was about after, let's say about 35 minutes, just kind of how dry it got. Those little spots that are like a different color, just still some little wet spots. But overall, I mean, you know, the mask does dry pretty fast after you apply it. Let it sit for a little bit. So after I washed it off my face, I did use a warm washcloth to kind of wash it off my face. I didn't want to use my hands because, you know, the clay's rough and me roughing, is that a word? No. Me using my hands would be too rough. So like I said earlier, just to kind of give my face a little bit of added moisture, I just used that Mario rose water spray. Just to kind of bring back some moisture, even though I know this clay mask does make my face very, very dry. I want to keep as much moisture as possible. Just when you learn your skin, you kind of know like what it needs instead of, you know, using so many things at once that could in turn eventually damage your skin. So the Cetaphil that I talked about earlier as well, I did go in and use that because it was a really wet kind of serum that didn't burn my skin, but in a way just made it very hydrated. So when it did dry, it's not like a bone dry. So I can add another moisturizer or another cream or oil on top of it without it looking like it's sliding off my face. So I really, really did enjoy it. That's just me being nosy, looking at my neighbors as I'm trying to hurry up and finish this video. And I also did mention again that All Your Skin moisturizer. I just feel like for me to use this Indian clay mask, it kind of taught me on all the stuff I've been using, all the things that I know about as far as, you know, skincare and what my skin needs. Sometimes you have to do a change. And you have to do a change when your face does react how mine did on day 2/3, with me kind of having that puffiness, having that scar up under my eye. There's just a lot of things that you really can't, you know, use and mix together. And that just took over time, you know, so it's not like I used this intentionally to burn my face to kind of show you guys that look what I did. I'm trying to fix it. No. So I didn't know, but to kind of bring it back to life, I feel like it's just a better step of me improving and learning my skin and kind of, you know, knowing what it needs and not what I think will work forward because I watched, you know, a certain YouTuber. And then this is using the rose water hemp oil, the cold press rose hemp oil, my bad, as just kind of like as a sealing moisturizer type conditioner to seal in all that moisture that I put on my face. Since I did just start my day kind of early that day, I wanted my face to look hydrated and last all day without it looking like I'm slipping and sliding oil over my face. And I feel like all those things I use, it just really made my face look so pretty. Look at her. Oh, she's moisturized. She's back from her tragedy this week of the scarring. And you just still look so natural and beautiful. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video with me doing 7 days using the Aztec Indian Clay mask. I enjoyed it. The first couple of days are a little bumpy, but that was because I was using the ordinary products, that retinol serum, which you kind of should be mixing with other, I don't want to say chemicals, but with other things that, you know, is kind of at the same time trying to brighten your skin, trying to stop any acne buildup. It's just not good to mix a lot of things, so that's why it's very, very careful to read, because using so many things for so long, yes, your face can be used to it, but when you do add new things, you can burn your face, you can mess up your skin like I did, but thankfully that patch of redness is gone. It's still like, I don't know, like a little patch of I got hurt last week type skin, but she is coming back together. Thankfully, because that really did freak me out. I was kind of like scared to keep going, but then again, I was like, well, what if I keep going and it gets better? So that's what I chose to do.
But I didn't really say this too much in the voiceover, but the Indian Healing Clay mask, I purchased this from a hair beauty store for like $9. Let's see, it is, I'm trying to see the ounces, like how much it is. Because I can see myself using this for a long time, because as I made the bowl, I kind of just showed you guys, let's see. Can you see that? No. Okay. So this was, it wasn't full. So let's just say when I bought it, it was like maybe right here, and now it's just like a little bit lower. So it's not that much full, but it is a lot of powder, and you really don't need that much. Like with the mask that I used this morning, I still have a little bit left. So the leftovers, I just put it in a refrigerator. I haven't seen nobody else do that, but I just did it. And then every day I was either adding like a little bit of water or the apple cider vinegar. I do want to see if I just use like the raw apple cider vinegar. This one had turmeric, ginger, and cider in it. It is the White House brand. I think because, I don't think it really did anything like so different compared to the strictly apple cider vinegar or the generic one. I think because I used this one, I had turmeric and ginger to help brighten my skin. I felt a change, especially on day 2, like just how bright my face was. But also, I don't want you guys to watch this video thinking like, I'm gonna go get that mask and be a bright face. No. I was drinking my spearmint tea every day. I was washing my face with the Ancient Cosmetics turmeric facial mask. So I was doing a lot of things already to kind of help brighten my skin, slow down my hirsutism, help my eczema breakouts, help my hyperpigmentation to kind of not flare up as much. And then I kind of just added this to my routine. So please don't watch this video, go out and get these things, and then in 7 days you don't see a change. That's okay, because your skin is very different from my skin. Even though we may have some similarities, still things are very, very different. I was trying to figure out, like when I was doing these clays at night, like I did see some YouTubers using it in the morning. Because we're coming into fall and it's getting cold, I just feel like in the morning I'm so targeted with my facial routine to make sure it's moisturized and hydrated throughout the day, that this already dries out your skin before you add all your other things to it, that I just feel like it just wouldn't really be beneficial to me. I feel like at night, I'm in the shower, so I'm kind of waking up my pores. I'm putting on this clay mask. I'm putting on a lot of moisturizers to kind of hydrate my face overnight, that in the morning, yes, with this, I did notice my face is a tad bit drier, like waking up, like the beginning of one of the clips was. But at the same time, I just prefer to do it at night. So these are the things that I used to pretty much hydrate my face after, I washed this clay off. It took me almost 4 days to try to figure out of all the stuff that I have, what can I use to keep my face hydrated? And because my face is dry after I damped it with that warm washcloth, I was like, I just want to start with a light moisturizer without, drowning my face and pores with all these oils and creams. So using the rose water spray and then going through with the Cetaphil. I feel like in my last video, I used this and I said, I'll kick it to the side. I didn't really see a benefit from it. It really kind of made my face kind of oily and dry. But it is saying that after cleansing, apply an even layer to the face and neck until fully absorbent. Wait a minute before applying next step. So this is a Cetaphil Healthy Radiance Serum that it says is for skin sensitivity. So I feel like it really did what it was supposed to do after my face being so dry. And then I've been still holding on to the All Your Skin moisturizer. When I did the review, I didn't really like it because I feel like in the summertime I was trying to use this and it made my face like instantly dry. But because in the summer, your body's just a little bit different as far as absorbing more heat. You're kind of sweating more. But in the wintertime, I feel like this is like a great moisturizer to put on your face, as well as adding other things to it. And then out of all the ordinary things that I was scared to use, I kind of had a feeling with the 100% cold press rose oil that this will kind of do a better job compared to the other things that had all those serums and other stuff in it
that really fight together to kind of help my face. And it's really not meant for you to add something like an Indian clay to it. So this was the only thing I did. Actually today, I haven't done like my eyebrows or eyelashes or nothing like that. So just to kind of have like a moisturized, hydrated face at noon is just like the best feeling, because I feel more confident. I don't feel like, you know, I'm smiling and talking and I'm feeling like dryness. Like around here in my T-zone areas, it's like my whole face and neck is completely moisturized, so which is really beneficial. So I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you tried out this Indian clay mask, what your thoughts were. I did try it on my hair. It did make my curls pop, but because this video is not about my hair, and that's kind of why I added the clip in there, but I did like it. I'll talk about that for another time, but please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you very soon in my next video.